Okay. Out with the old, in with the new. And the new is probably closer to the old. So the Guardian Gala is the latest event that is coming up. I'm going to go ahead and guess next week. We have started to see the majority of the event showing up on Sissy, plus with the combination of the fact that it seems that it's going to be a lot of the same stuff as last year. We don't see a ton of new assets, but we wouldn't need to see a ton of new assets. So chances are the next event is looking like it's going to be a lot like it was last year. So what that means is that we can learn a lot from the last year. So this article is actually last year's Guardian Gala article. Not this year. See, 2021. So this says that Guardian's Gala sites in wormhole space offer a greater challenge. There are event sites in known space and wormhole space, daily login rewards, plus 90% PvP loot drops in an increased warp speed in wormhole space until it's over. Chances are this is going to be showing back up. So this means that all player death drops. It says PvP, but it's basically all drops. At least it was last year. Your drop rate in wormhole space is increased to 90%. Does this count for Poachfen? We're going to find out. I'm going to guess yes. My bet is yes. So the harder sites show up in wormhole space. We're going to get loot from the Serpentis and the Angels. So the Guardian Gala, a lot of people don't necessarily know this, but the Angel Cartel and the Serpentis have a very close relationship. The Serpentis, having no real military wing of their own, have an ongoing contract with the Angels, specifically the Guardian Angels, to be their protection and their research and development wing. So the Serpentis ships are actually developed by the Angels, as well as of course, the Angel ships. So, and then there's also login rewards. We see the Guardian, the spirit skins and whatnot as drops. However, we have a lot more details here. So the combat sites are gated to, well, we'll talk about gating, but so there's cerebral accelerators, agency drugs, spirit skins, overseer's effects, fireworks, alcohol-related commodities and exotic dancers, and meta modules, T1 ammo. So there's 5 waves of rats. Each wave consists of a battleship and 5 to 11 total rats. Sometimes there's 2 battleships at once or no battleships in a wave. Kill the 5th wave's boss, the VIP MC Vindicator, or Guardian Gala's MC Macarial. Killing the boss ends the site, and the remaining rats warp away. They come with all kinds of E-War. You've got target painters, sensor dampeners, stasis webfires, energy neutralizers, warp disruptors, and scramblers. Yeah, I'm getting to what we're looking at last year first. So now, is this? Yeah, no, that's not what we need. Let's go to HoboLeaks, and I'm going to come up here and show you guys how I do this. So I want to see these items in game. So I'm going to hit the show hide button that's right underneath. So when I click on this for the first time, it should show like this. But if I click on the line below it, it expands this area. And then I just have to grab the section that I want to find. So we can grab that. Actually, let's just go ahead and grab all of that. Oops. And then I open up my notepad. I hit new note. I call it Gala 2022. And then I hit paste. So now I have all of the different items that are listed there, so we can look at them. We have, oh man, Fonsui, can you leave, please? I mean, or should we get on Discord so you can pronounce them all? All right, so it's Chokma, Keter. No, I'm not even going to try. These are all these are Hebrew words. All right, so this one is 40% micro warp drive capacitor consumption and signature radius bloom. So this is basically reducing the hindrances of like the negative effects of micro warp drives. Just simply adding. Oh no, because this is capture. So this makes it take less capacitor. Or is this? Hold on. Oh, they don't actually say. So I think that either way, this makes it so the capacitor, the micro warp drive takes less capacitor and reduces the signature bloom. That's kind of cool. 30% warp speed and acceleration. Really cool. And this stacks on top of if they put in the effect in space. So this is going to make warping around in wormhole space real fast. 15% hull resistances. I find this hilarious and might have to run into. Okay, fine. I'll hop on. I might have to go run around on my new Tristan and see what happens. Hold on. Let me make sure this is working. There you go.
There we are.
Hi. Okay.
So we're going to read these now, right?
Yeah. So, okay. So the first one, the micro warp drive capacitor consumption and signature radius bloom.
That's of course like the worst one, right? So
yeah.
that's Chochma.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. This is why I got nervous about it real quick.
Yeah, right. That's Chochma. The K should be a KH.
Yeah. Okay. So then the warp speed acceleration.
And that's the micro warp drive. And it says the capacitor consumption as opposed to the capacitor penalty. So it hits it helps with the sig penalty, and it just makes it cheaper to run, but the cap penalty is the same.
Right. That makes sense. I felt like it would be a restrained, but it's like half restrained and half enduring.
Yeah, it's restrained on the bloom and it's enduring on the cap.
Right. Okay. Next one. Warp speed and acceleration.
And that's Keter.
All right. Next is the 15% hull resistances.
Yesod.
Okay. And these all have a base duration of 2 hours, which, remember, that gets doubled with your biology skills. So these will last for up to 4 hours. All right. So the next one is a negative 10% cycle time for subcapital remote armor repairers and remote shield repairers. Base duration 2 hours. Okay. So these are going to make you rep faster, which of course means that you rep more with remote reppers. This is a Logi bonus. What's it called?
Which one? This one is, oh wait, the reps one, is Netzach?
There you go.
Yeah, Netzach. So that says subcapital remote. Oh yeah, it's interesting. It's only remote.
Yeah, it's Logi. It's Logi support.
Oh, and by the way, as we go down the list, in order, the first two are slot 14, the next two are slot 15, the next two are slot 16, and the last two are slot 17.
Okay. So wait, hold on. That means that you can either get the micro warp drive bonus or the speed bonus. That makes sense. You can either get the hull resistance or the rep bonus, which makes sense. Next, we have a 15% hybrid and projectile turret tracking speed.
Yep, and the alternative one in that slot is fall off for the same thing.
Okay.
And those are Tiferet and Bina.
Excellent. So we've got either tracking speed or fall off, and this helps with both hybrids and projectiles because angels and Serpentis. Then for the final two, you have hybrid and projectile turret damage and extended stasis webifier range and warp scrambler range.
Yeah, not points, just scrams.
Right.
And webs. And those are Gavura and Hode.
There you go. So these are kind of interesting. You do have the base damage, which is kind of cool. Yes, all of them are Kabbalah references. That is true. And of course, Sanskrit guy would be the guy that notices, right? Anywho, so this scram range one and the web range one, though, is really interesting to me because, you know, webs live and die on their range, and they don't have very much range, and neither does the scram. So this really sets the web and scram range from about 9 kilometers to anywhere from 13 to 15 kilometers, depending on how it gets played out. That seems like a pretty big bonus.
So very often boosters are not stacking penalized.
Right. Well, this is a raw amount. It's just 4K.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's kilometers also. So that's never stacking penalized. But in this case, what's interesting is that 4 kilometers for the level 3 turns a Tech 2 web into a Fed Navy web.
Right.
Precisely.
But you could actually put this on a Garmer and get like a 20K scram range.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous when you have anything that has multiple. Like if you put this on a Loki with the mobility driver subsystem.
And an Abyssal. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be nasty. All right. Next, we have the skins. So I'm going to guess that the normal skins for the event, as well as the spirit skins, are going to be like the ones that drop, like in previous years, which makes the versus Red Force and Blue Force, or the versus Red Force skin, versus Red Force and versus Blue Force skins that are available here are very likely like reward track, login reward.
Yeah, just like they were this time.
Yeah.
In fact, if you look at the description, I bet it'll say that it's auto-activate.
Is my Sorrel Flames skin no longer working? No, I'm dumb. I'm super dumb. Okay. So yeah, that actually looks pretty good on the Dramiel.
Yeah, I mean these are the versus skins. Those have existed for a while. Like they've never impressed me. They're okay. They're fine.
Yeah, I find it kind of bizarre that they're using them as the rewards for these events.
Yeah, I was disappointed by that for the Doctor Who, and I'm disappointed by that for this. They're very blah.
Well, it's just it all like they sort of hint themselves at the very least of being a reference to RVB. And it was cool that they got put in the game, but the idea that they would be like, here, everyone, here's your red versus blue skins. It's like, what? I don't
it's not like I don't. Yeah, it's not like I don't want it, but I also don't think that I would go out of my way to buy it.
Right. It just, I would like the reward to be more associated with the event, if nothing else.
Yeah, especially if it's literally coming out of the event track.
Yeah. This just seems really bizarre. Can I show the new Garmer skin? Yeah. Although, isn't this like not something that anyone's ever going to get?
What?
The Triumphant Elite skins? Yeah. You're not.
Yeah, you can buy those. Like, those aren't... I don't think those are auto-activates, so the winners can sell them.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good, but I don't think you're going to win it. Or I don't think you're going to get one.
Yo, that looks pretty fucking ridiculous. What is that?
I do... What? You don't like it?
No, look at the shinies.
I mean...
It's so nice.
Yeah, I like the circuit board effect.
Where is there also for I assume there's also one for Arthros?
Yeah, let me go look.
Look at the shinies. Holy
Skins are high-end content. Skins are the real end game. So it's called Triumphant Elite.
Okay, yeah, there's a bar guest. Oh, they made one for the bar guest. The battle paddle in flashy, blinding chrome. Oh
So
my god.
I've long sensed that said that they don't do enough with the big flat panel of the Barghest. And this, if anything, this proves my point, right? Like, not even a very complex design, and it already makes it look so cool.
That thing is so reflective. It like hurts your eyes to look at.
It reminds me of the parade. Oh no, it's actually shinier than the parade skin.
Yeah. Yeah, it has that same effect, but it is even shinier.
That is a giant metal plate.
It's the battle paddle.
Let's see the last one. Orthrus?
Yeah, they made it for the three Mordu's ships.
Yeah. I like it. I also really like the teal.
Yeah, I like that accent. I like everything about this. This is very my style. Like I would totally fly this skin. This is not just cool because it's rare. This is cool because it's cool.
Yeah, I think that this is a good one. Okay. And then there's the ore research data fragment. This tells me that while they may drop overseer effects, this says this is a fragment of stolen outer ring excavation materials, compression research data retrieved from pirate databanks. The Ore Corporation is keenly interested in recovering any stolen research data and is willing to share some of its findings with those who return sufficient fragments. So the question is this related to this event? Is this a separate event? And we have the kidnapped ore researcher, which gives us more clues. Kidnapped by the Angel Cartel, so chances are part of the event. Raiders, when the ruthless criminal organization hijacked an ore Rockwell-class capital ship being used to develop and test materials compression technology. This individual remains traumatized by the experience of the distrustful, despite being liberated from pirates' hands. Or has declared that they will provide a reward of 1 billion ISK to any capsuleer that returns one of their researchers alive and alive and well to one of their own stations in outer region. What?
So there's a billion ISK token that's coming from this event. It's got to be rare.
It's got to be from the VIP sites, right?
Yeah, it sounds like there's a drop that's just a billion ISK token.
That's wow. Well, the harder sites are usually, pretty damn good. This really puts out there, this kind of flies in the. Well, what kind of rewards is there?
We don't know what the drop rate is going to be.
There's a billion-ish drop. Get out there. Let's go. Try it.
Yeah, that's unheard of. Like, the biggest ISK token in the entire game is the fattest officer's personal effects, right?
Right.
And that's nowhere near a billion. That's like what, a couple hundred million?
Yeah, a single commodity being worth $1 billion, I think, is pretty darn new. And then if we go back to the strings, we will see that there is a introduction to it, which says, the Guardian Gala has returned. Look for Guardian Gala combat anomalies and Gala Coordination Center data sites in all areas of space. The Gala combat anomalies are best approached while flying a battlecruiser, battleship, or heavy assault cruiser. So this tells you...
Oh, they're actually changing that? It's going to say our best approach when flying a torp golem.
Make sure you can fit and apply damage to small targets. The most challenging sites with the best rewards are found within wormhole space, as well as within the Serpentis and Angel Cartel home constellations in null security space. Maybe those are the ones that have the big drops.
Yeah, it just sounds like there's two tiers of sites. That there's like the regular one, and then the one that's in their space and wormholes.
Yeah, the VIP and the standard. Enjoy faster warp speed and 90%. Yep, there we go. Enjoy faster warp speed and 90% PvP loot drop within wormhole space for the duration of the event.
Yeah, so Torque Gold.
Exactly.
Well, in high sec, not for. I wouldn't necessarily do that for the null sec or wormhole parts, but for the high sec, yeah.
So we have hacking them coordination databanks and coordination comm towers. So those are the two tiers of hacking sites, and then Gala Network Support Center or Gala VIP Network Support Center. So they've changed the names of them.
Yeah, I imagine that they're going to do this every year for all of the events. So we saw them adding new NPCs over the past year or two or three. And then they started reusing the NPCs and redoing the sites. So I expect that they're just going to redo the site every year, but use the same asset. Maybe they'll tweak the NPCs if they need to, but the majority of the authoring of the entities is done.
But this has 4 sites, not 2.
Yeah, they're going to redo the way that the sites work every time, because why not?
No, like before they've just come out with basically the same sites. This actually has 4 sites, not 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I expect that to change going forward.
Oh, never mind. No, yeah. Because the Brawl at the Gala says Guardian Gala or Guardian Gala VIP site. Whereas...
Well, you see what it says? It says Combat Challenge 1 of 3, Combat Challenge 2 of 3, Backstage Break-In 1 of 3, Exploration Introduction 1 of 3. Like, there's going to be many steps to this.
Hold on. Never mind, I'm dumb. I misinterpreted. So this one is individual hacking cans. This is the hacking sites. This is the combat sites. Got it. Where's 3 of 3?
You see how it was updated from 1 of 2 to 1 of 3 in certain things? So, like, they added parts.
Oh, there is no combat 3 of 3 right now. Interesting. Because I'm going to be paying attention to that, because the third one is the one where you have to kill the boss, which has always been kind of the more controversial one. So maybe they'll change that to something else.
What's the boss called?
Corralling.
So they're also called carousing? I didn't know if they were called carousing like the little guys, like the other ones.
Let me see. Where does it call? Macarial.
Well, no, I think there is a carousing Macarial, but I don't know if that one's the boss or if there's another Macarial that has, like, a different name.
No, there should just be the VIP. Hold on. The Guardians Gala is an annual party thrown by the Guardian Angels pirate organization celebrated their successful and lucrative partnership with the drug-running Serpentis Corporation. Although invitations are extended to outlaw members of the Angel Cartel and Serpentis Corporation. Okay, never mind. That isn't cool. Man, where was the... I thought for sure it had the...
Well, when I look under irregular battleship entity group on EVREF,
it's the MC.
MC. Okay.
Yeah. It's the MC.
Is it spelled letter M, letter C, or
no,
letter E M C E E?
Yeah, MEMCEE or SEE or whatever. Yeah, CE.
There it is. Guardians Gala MC Macariel, Guardians Gala MC Vindicator, Guardians Gala VIP MC Macariel, Guardian Gala VIP MC Vindicator. Perfect. So they're not called carousing,
Right.
but there is a carousing Macariel and there is a carousing Vindicator.
Right, because those are the minor waves.
Those are the regular ones, yeah. So I've got all the carousing NPCs up. Now we may see uh updates to their attributes before this gets released because these are the NPCs as they were last year, and they may choose to tweak them.
So far, they haven't actually changed much about the actual sites themselves. Like even when they reframed the Crimson the Crimson Harvest with like a different enemy, the sites themselves were mechanically identical, I believe. What is up? Oh, thank you, Starink. I generally don't like deal with every single follow or everything like that during my actual shows because the people who watch it on YouTube don't necessarily care about all that. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Oh, okay. So this is Styler Star Inc. Hey, Styler. That's one way to do it. I get it now. Okay, so they do they do EM explosive 50-50. They newt, scramble, web.
Well, so the Serpentis are going to be using blasters, and the Angels are going to be using guns, but they're also likely to have launchers.
Right.
So Evref will tell you if they have a launcher. It'll have a link to the type of missile.
Yeah, I don't see a missile.
I'm going to pull them all up right now. Actually, there's a bunch of these. So you wanted to look at what the boss first?
I don't think there's any missiles across the MCs.
Let's see.
So this guy is going to do heavy kinetic thermal. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember now. So if you end up getting the Serpentis guy, you get heavy kinetic thermal. If you end up getting the other guy, you get heavy EM explosive. That's why you need to have Omni. It's also why the reactive armor hardener is so good.
Yeah, I just checked. They're both 50-50. And they are in fact EMEX and Kintherm, and they do have the bosses have no missiles.
Right.
Now I'm gonna see if the other dudes have missiles.
While you do that, I'll be right back.
Oh, I have nothing to say at the moment. I'm reading.
All right. Hello, I've got a question. As a new EVE player, did the Doctor Who event has an ending? The Doctor Who event is now over. But we're talking about the next event that's going to be coming up here probably next week. So the Vindicator has weak thermal and the Macariel has weak explosive. So they are really like the Angel card. They function like their home race, right? So I wonder what controls which one of them that you get. Is it just random?
I don't know. Is it all one in a site or is it a mix?
I don't remember.
Yeah. So by the way, I just checked for missiles. I'm surprised. Guess where the missiles are.
The Cinnable.
Nope.
Okay. That was for some reason I thought I remembered that. Where is it?
There is a grand total of 4 NPCs that currently have missiles for this event, and 3 of them are frigates, and 1 of them is a Talwar.
Oh, yeah, the Talwar
So
makes sense.
the Talwar does Nova Lights.
Mm-hmm.
The Vigil is Mjolnir Light. Hyena Mjolnir Light also, and Hound is Nova Torps.
So EM, is that EM and explosive?
EM and explosive, yep. So the Hound and the Talwar do Nova Torp and Nova Rockets, and the Vigil and the Hyena are Mjolnir Light.
Interesting. It'll be so it sounds to me like they have a smattering of both, because that way you pretty much have to do Omni tank.
Yeah, well, this is interesting because it's literally just the 4, and they're small weapons, so like I can't imagine that they're going to be a lot of damage except in a swarm.
What I'm saying is that all of the Serpentis ships are going to be doing EM.
Yeah, Kintherm.
Yeah, Kintherm, and all the other ones are going to do the other 2.
EMEX, yeah. So maybe you could control, like, maybe it's a whole side of one or a whole side of the other, but I think it's probably going to be a mix of the rats.
As I think it is.
I could be wrong.
We could D-Loon Wolf does have a video that we can review to figure it out, but I think it is a mix.
Well, I mean, we can say it might be like the sites were last year, but as far as we know, like, I would not bet anything. They could delete the entire site and make a brand new one.
That's true, but so far, when they can reuse, they have. Like, every event has basically been the same sites as last year, if it's the same event. When is this going to come out? I want to guess next Tuesday or sometime next week, because the Tuesday after that, when is Valentine's Day? Is the 14th, right? Yeah, so the next Tuesday would be the day after Valentine's Day, which would be a really weird time to come out with this. They did it on the 11th last year, if I remember correctly. So chances are sometime next week. Unless that information is Feb. Nope. Until? Nope. No dates. I can't find any dates. Anything else about the upcoming event that we can talk about?
Nothing off the top of my head. There's not enough information.
All right. Well, there you go. That's what you get about the event coming hopefully next week. It is. What are the implants?
I don't know. What are the angel implants? They probably drop halos.
I'm looking at the summer 2019 pirate implant set post, because that's Savior.
Yeah, so Saviors renew. And they might drop halos too, for all we know.
Yeah, probably. But it's going to be like this. This was the event in which they introduced Saviors into the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so Antikythera elements are going to be needed to produce those. So watch that on the market. Yeah, no, like if you pull up the market and you look up the history of Antikythera element, you'll see some very interesting things. Like it has some very defined and repeated spikes.
Right. Well, they're also used in Entosis. Let's see. They are used in.
Yeah, they're also used in Entosis links. But the Entosis mass need of Entosis link could spike it. But keep in mind, Entosis links require, I think, one unit. So the only real use of this is the Savior implants.
Huh. And of course,
Yeah,
these
these were one of those things that had no purpose. It was like, yeah, you need one for an Entosis link for the longest time.
well, they're
And
relatively hard to
saviors,
collect.
yeah, they are relatively hard to collect. Yeah, and saviors going in gave them a purpose when they never had before.
The fact that the angel implant uses Antikythera elements does not feel like
It
an
makes a lot
accident.
of sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because that's like they're always using Jove tech.
Right. Interesting. Uh Now I gotta look up the other ones. Nirvana.
The Nirvanas came with what group was it? I think? I don't
Yeah,
know.
but do they take anything weird?
No, that was Sanchez. It was Sanchez. Oh, no, I don't think they take anything weird.
Uh Hydra, Rapture, Nirvana, Ascendancy. Oh yeah, a lot of things use transneural microcontrollers. Yeah,
Yeah, this is all normal stuff.
none of these stand out as being like remarkable. What else is there? Hydra?
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of the new ones?
Yes, it is. Hydras don't use anything strange either.
Weird. Angel Cartel, what are you up to? Anywho.